everyone, welcome back to the Xbox Gaming channel. This week's all about the Formula 1 23 release, the new Formula 1 game. I'm actually always curious about these yearly returning games, about the new and innovative features that the developers push into these games, because if there's a yearly edition of a game, at least you want to have the feeling that you're playing something new, that it's got a point in buying the game. So in this video I'm actually going to show you the most important new additions and new features of the Formula 1 game, and I compare Formula 1 23 with the previous version 22. So one of the biggest I have to say difference is the return of Breaking Point, as you see on the screen right now. I did another video on that, so if you want to know about that a bit more, watch it, so you'll get a close look into the first minutes of Breaking Point. You'll see some familiar faces, but also some new faces, and I actually am very glad they got it returned, because it's just the fun part to play. So let's take a look at the new Las Vegas strip circuit, because yeah, I personally just love it. I'm a big fan of Las Vegas. I personally visited myself. As you see, the track difficulty is not the easiest one, and that's mainly up to the corner in the top right, but also the top left. The corners are just whew. You have to be real careful not to have too much pace in that to smoothly go through it and stay out of traffic. So watch your ass and just practice it a lot, and you will be okay. I'm a big Max fan, but I am also kind of a Ferrari fan. Not as big as a Max fan, because actually I'm Dutch, so well. And I feel sorry for Leclerc being at Ferrari and their poor statistic moves, so I'm gonna try to step up with him on this Las Vegas Grand Prix race. Just to show you a bit of the track. And as you see here, you already can distinguish all the famous landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and other famous buildings. So just skip right here. I'm not really great at finishing first, but I hope I'm gonna make it into the first corner, and I did. Go Charles. Try to stay ahead. Well, that was the first challenge. Managed pretty well. But it is a tough circuit, and one of the most toughest corners is coming up right over here, because you have to turn, well, I think like 270 degrees or something without hitting the wall. That went okay. Still got some distance from the other ones. And yeah, well, Las Vegas is all about show, guys, and this is another tough corner right there, just to be sure you are not hitting any wall. Here you are seeing a lot of hotels, casinos, and everything Las Vegas is famous for. The Eiffel Tower, you name it, it's all in it. It is pretty great. I love it. careful in these turns. They're not as bad as the first one I mentioned, but still. Fastest lap, cool. Is this gonna be one of the first times Ferrari is actually, oh wow, I'm going a bit wide here, able to maybe win something? I personally hate this corner a lot. If you don't have a car that suits you, or if you have too much space, the rear is just, well, going another direction as your front. So, well, yeah, be careful about that. Look at these hotels. Las Vegas, baby! It's awesome, it's really awesome, I like it a lot. All the lights, it's just one big RGB show. There are actually also some changes in gameplay and how these cars are feeling. A lot of changed to get some more traction on these cars, and I guess one big consequence of that is that cars are feeling like more natural or something. I can't explain it fully, but it's a bit of a steep learning curve, but once you know the drill, it's actually pretty soothing. So I think gameplay-wise, this game definitely is an improvement compared to Formula 1 22. Whoa! Bit too much pace there, just what I talked about. Almost lost it. Weep! So there's also the Qatar Grand Prix added. That's actually pretty okay too, so try that out as well. It's not Las Vegas, but okay. It is a cool addition. And of course all teams, liveries, drivers are updated as well. But that's not something you wouldn't expect, right? It's the same with FIFA. If you like a club, for example Ajax, you just expect them to update the team with the correct players to enjoy the fullest of it. Woo. That didn't go as planned. And then it's very hard to come back from such a mistake. And as you see, I just lost a lot of seconds there. So don't make any mistakes. A street track like this is just unforgivable, especially when you hit a wall. Then you will just get a red flag, which is also added in the game. And at first I thought, yay, that's cool. But it's actually, well, it just, it, yeah, it takes out the pace of the gameplay, I guess. And yeah, of course, in a real Formula 1 match, it is awesome and exciting, and all drivers are put back together, and everyone is trying to take that chance to get a better result. But in a game, you just, and especially a Formula 1 game, you just want to race and want to go on.
Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
And yeah, I'm not sure if it's a great addition, but you can turn it off and on, or change some settings into how often a red flag is going to happen, probably. So take a look at it, just experience how you think it affects your game, and then choose to change the settings to your likings. Bit wide here as well, but whoop, yeah, within the lines. But they are getting pretty close, so I should pay attention into the last lap.
Okay, the gap behind is 2.5 seconds.
Don't lose focus, because a small mistake can have big consequences, as Charles Leclerc himself knows way too well, sadly. I think he just deserves better. I'm a Max fan, but they deserve a win, or at least some podiums. You gotta love Ferrari. It's just one of the most iconic teams in Formula 1, of course. Stroll is doing fine on 3rd place. It's not enough, because I'm gonna win. Yeah, Charles Leclerc, you did it!
That is
Finally!
the race win, my friend. Well done.
And it made him driver of the day as well. I hope we get to see this in real life. They have deserved it. Well, the drivers at least.
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit, familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team.
Well, as you see, cutscenes are pretty okay, but previous cutscene I thought was way better than this one, so there's not always the same consistency, I guess. And I think, well, I obviously recognize Leclerc, but look at these faces, come on. It should be better in this generation of consoles. I have higher expectations of that, but let us hope they keep improving this stuff, and just not only make Leclerc recognizable, but put some more humanity in the other characters as well. And here you see one of the Formula 1 World's earnings. Like in Podium Pass, you can level up, earn XP in like seasons.
So let's discuss, Ange. Who would you say is a contender for your driver of the day?
We already know I made driver of the day, so stop it.
Anyway, I'm talking about Bottas this time.
Ooh, Bottas. I love him.
Good job in traffic.
Mullet Bottas. I really love the guy. He's just so himself right now at Alfa Romeo. So as you see in Formula 1 World, there's sometimes are some waiting times, and because of communication with the online servers and stuff, but well, it's okay. Nothing real bad that I experienced for now. So in this Formula 1 world, you can not only drive separate Grand Prix or create your own tournaments with the Grand Prix you like from 1 to all. It's up to you. You can also do multiplayer Grand Prix, you can do some time trials. There's a lot of stuff to discover right here. Challenges and other things. I see I just completed a race and earned a reward, and you can redeem all this stuff, and then, well, yeah, the online services are now popping up more than my first play, but that's okay. Oh, I actually got an achievement for that. Challenge yourself. Redeemed a completed goal. So there's a lot of stuff to race for, and personally I'm a big fan of challenges because there's some added value in replayability. So that's cool. Well, as I was saying, there's not only solo and multiplayer, there's also ranked multiplayer. There are a couple events which you can play once the game releases. And there's all kinds of competitive challenges and stuff to do and to discover. So there's a lot of things right here. And besides that, Formula 1 is some sort of hub. I kind of can compare it to Formula 1 Live in Formula 1 22, because there's actually a lot of customization. There's your garage, you can play different things, you can collect trophies, put them in your showcase right here. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to see. Personally, to my liking, the biggest changes in Formula 1 23 are the return of Breaking Point, which I'm actually a huge fan of, because all the other game modes are competitive, are challenging, but I also like to be relaxed and dive into a bit of a story, and that's the great thing about Breaking Point. You can combine all these stuff, so thank you for adding this back in the menu, EA. I love it. Continue with that, please. The gameplay, besides that, is a real step forward for me. So it has a steep learning curve, but it feels way more natural. You got the better traction, more predictability. It actually feels more like a Formula 1 car, so that's pretty awesome too. Is it worth your money? Well, yeah, I'm not sure. Based on this video, there are 2 more tracks. There's Breaking Point, there's improved gameplay. So yeah, EA did put an effort to make Formula 1 23 a solid game, and they succeeded in it. If it's worth your money, yeah, well, I cannot take a look in your bank account, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, so if you can spare the money, you will not be disappointed. It's just what you expect. Solid basic gameplay, improved from previous year with some cool additions, and Breaking Point. I love Breaking Point, so you should watch my other video. For now, I thank you for watching this video. I think I've showed you and talked to you about the greatest changes and addition in Formula 1 23. I'm actually gonna play some more hours, I guess, so I might see you on track. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to describe your opinion of the game in this video in the comments. Leave a like, what you feel up to, and don't forget to subscribe as well, because you'll not be missing any content. I'll see you in the next video.